Hey guys, J77 here doing another vlog. This one I meant to do a while back, but it just resurfaced now. Not surprised that it did because this article touched on a lot of feelings from both sides, and pretty much I'm very straight down the middle with this story. It involved the mother of an 8-year-old Arizona girl whose daughter was presented with I think it's called a Caterpillar Award for having the most homework excuse in class. This fired some criticism from both sides of the plane, saying that the teacher was wrong in doing it for giving out an award, and that the parent was very upset, very mad, very angry, and was demanding answers to why a school would present her child with such an embarrassing award, because according to reports she was presented in front of the class. For what I understand, she was also laughed at and was given that award, and the teacher was not taking a liking to what that award represented. For the principal basically brushed it off, but really was criticizing the teacher of that award. However, she too has gotten some harsh criticism, very tough criticism and legitimate criticism, for allowing that situation to come to the light in the first place. What I mean is, people are saying that she um, was demonstrating poor parenting, because the fact is, if she would have just checked her homework and make sure homework is in order, along with any other class works, she would never be presented with that award. Um, Pretty much, I'm in the middle for one reason. One, I don't think the teacher should have given that award. I think if she was very, very concerned about the child's performance in class, or in terms of presenting her homework or any other projects that she's been assigned to, and is not being done, there are other ways. There are phone calls. There are letters. There are ways to get the get the parent attention, and let them know, hey, what's going on? She's not doing what she's supposed to do in terms of homework. Is really messing up her grades. Why is she not doing homework? That way, the parents would know, and you're giving them an opportunity to fix whatever problem she's having in terms of home. Because keep in mind, homework is a very good tool of memory, in terms of making sure the kid understands the work and curriculum that he or she has been given. It also gives the teachers a better understanding the strengths and weaknesses, built on improving those weaknesses and making and enhancing the strength that the child already got. And homework is a very, very essential tool for that. However, instead of doing those things, instead of even informing an administrative officer that there may be some problems going on at home and we need to address that, she decided to give the award, which embarrassed the child and pretty much angered the parent. Now, I'm not saying she has no right to be angry. Any parent will be angry at something given like that. However, that's also not just the gist of the problem. The gist of the problem is that she's been getting very strong criticism because of her poor parenting. And let's be realistic. There should be no reason why parents should not have taken the time to check the homework and make sure every homework is done. There's just no excuse for that. And that's where a lot of people are saying that she basically put all this embarrassment on her daughter because she's not being a parent and making sure homework is always done, making sure that they go over the homework together, as well as making sure of asking questions about what can we do to improve the situation so this will not happen again. I will read a third paragraph on this thing, and by the way, I will leave a link to this story as well as the video confirmation, so you guys can check it yourself and come up with your own conclusion. But it says, since the story had first reported, it has sparked harsh discussions online, with thousands weighing in on both sides. Many took the issue to the teacher, saying that the award was completely inappropriate, but even more lashed out on the girl's parents, asking why her mom and her dad didn't know that their daughter was having problems with her homework in the first place, and didn't check on her to take steps to help get her on track. And that's a valid point. I mean, this is not something that she just they just being mean and cruel. It is a question that I myself was asking and was going to present here before all hell broke loose with my family emergency. This is something that needs to be addressed. Why didn't you not check your daughter's home? Why didn't you make sure that all her work is done? Why didn't you take the time to sit down, ask her what she's having a problem with, what you don't understand, so they can go together. This has been an issue a lot with me more and more, and I've been noticing it from time to time that a lot of parents have this idea, not all, but a lot of them does, that school is just that's it. It's a school. They go to school, they learn, they come home, and that's it. No, learning is a 24-hour a day thing, and they needed to have it from both sides, the schools as well as home. If the parent is not going to be interested in investing and making sure that their kids' homework is checked, it's good, and making sure what problems they have in terms of comprehending certain curriculums, then you're basically setting up for a very long and difficult road ahead. And that's exactly what I got from this whole ordeal that happened. Now the mother did respond. Vandaz said that she brushed off the harsh comments and insisted that she made sure that her daughter's homework assignment was complete. It's not the case that I was an MIA and I was there 24/7 with my kids, and they do have a routine that they follow with homework and things they have to do around the house. She said, adding that she can only recall 3 or 4 times their daughter's assignment was left incomplete over the course of the school year. Okay, first of all, just one incomplete assignment is hurtful for any child. And I tell you why. The teachers are not going to go over certain stuff. They should, but most teachers do not go over stuff. One, the class size is probably too big, and they have to really get down to the curriculum. They have a deadline to go through, and they're gonna go full steam whether the child miss a day or not. That's why you have homework. That's why they tell you to go over them stuff. That's why they give you chapters, because most of the stuff that you think they're going to go over in class, sometimes they do not. And that goes for any school, whether in the city or abroad. Two, and this is something very important, missing a curriculum is hurtful to anyone, right from elementary school all the way to college. It is impossible to catch up sometimes to a certain individual, because keep in mind, not every kid functions the same way. Some learn faster than others, some learn slower than others. If they're not getting in a pattern where they have to practice certain curriculums, writing it down, memorizing and stuff, if they're not into that, if you're not careful of not catching that, they can fall so far behind they will never be able to catch up. And that's one of the reasons why homework is so important. And missing one, it could be very, very difficult to catch up. Missing 4, oh my God. And this is someone who's coming from hard, because I did miss a lot of homework in my days, and it hurted me badly. So I know that missing homework is not good. So the idea that you only miss 4 homework during the whole school year, they should not be missing any. There's no excuse for that. And that's the thing that I think parents need to take very much heed in the situation. Now, a lot of people say that she says she would never imagine. This is one thing I never understand. How do you not know that you brought up an issue, and you put it on video, you put it on YouTube or whatever, and you put it on these viral sites. This is a very, very, very touchy issue that many people are going to weigh in for. The idea that you never imagine is going to go viral, come on now, let's be real. I mean, if it was new, if this video site was new, then I could buy that, but I'm not buying that. She just wanted an apology. And it says here in this other article, and by the way, I will leave a link to this article, all I ever wanted was just an apology from the principal to acknowledge that the award wasn't acceptable, and they have yet to apologize. And I don't think they are, because I don't think they believe that they did anything wrong. And to be honest with them, I do think they did something wrong, but I also do believe, and I say it again, this could have been avoided have you just checked the homework and make sure she stays on track with the homework. I'm not sticking up for either one side here, okay? I'm really not, because like I said, the teacher should have done a proper job in handling it and informing the parent about the situation, calling on the phone, arranging a parent-teacher conference, anything, but give her a award that can potentially lead to bullying, and that's the main thing why I am not for that thing. They should know better, especially with the topics of bullying being on the forefront of a lot of people's minds. This is not the best way to go with it. However, the parent is just as responsible for the situation to begin with, because they should have checked all our work, not just let it brush off like it's no big thing. And so I think that if anything else, I think she should just be focusing, because I don't think she's going to get an apology. If she transferred her to a different school, that's her choice. That she's welcome to do that. I have no problem with her transferring if she does. But in my own opinion, she needs to start waking up and start making sure that all of her work, even the work in class, is up to par, and that her children understands the work that they're doing, and recognizes some of the weaknesses and work on the weaknesses. That she is just responsible for her kids' education, as does the teachers. But that's my opinion, of course. You guys may have a different opinion. I would love to hear from you guys. I will leave a link to this article, as well as the video that further explains it further. Until then, this is J77 saying take care and be safe.